Hello, this is Louis Hayes, and I am delighted to share my idea on affirmation with you. This is the CD version of the book. I can do it. The book is for reading, and the CD is for listening. Do listen to the CD for a little today. If you drive a car, it's a perfect companion. On the road, let this idea permit. I can do it. How to Use Affirmation to Change Your Life by Louis L. Hayes. I dedicate the CD to my ever-growing audience. It's my desire that and every person learn how to use affirmation to create love, peace, joy, prosperity, and sense of well-being for themselves. Today is a new day. Today is a day for you to begin to fulfill life. Today is the day to begin to release all the limitation. Today is the day for you to learn to secret of life. You can change the life for the better. I will teach you how to use this tool to improve the quality of your life. For those of you who are not familiar with the benefit of positive affirmation, I would like to explain a little about them. An affirmation is really anything to you say or think a lot of what we normally say and think is quite negative and does not create good experience for us. We have to rechange positive pattern if we want to change our lives. An affirmation opens the way. It is a beginning point of change in a change you I say into the subconscious mind. I am taking responsibility. I am aware that there's something I can do to change. When I talk about doing affirmation, I mean to consciously choose words that we either have to emit. Every thought you think and every thought you speak is an affirmation on your self-talk is a stream of affirmation. You are using affirmation every moment whenever you know it or not. You are affirming and creating your life experience with every word and every thought. The beliefs are merely habitual thinking patterns that you learn as a child. Many of them work very well for you. Other beliefs may be limiting your ability to create what you want and what you believe you deserve may be very different. You need to pay attention to your thoughts so you can begin to eliminate the ones that are creating experiences that you do not want in your life. Please realize that every complaint is an affirmation of something you think you don't want in your life. Every time you get angry, you are affirming that you want more answer in your life. Every time you feel like a victim, you are affirming that you want to continue to feel like a victim. If you feel like that, certain you will never have a good day. That until you change the way you think and talk. You are not a bad person for thinking the way you do. You have that never learned how to think and talk. The worst is that now beginning to learn that thoughts create your experience. Your parents probably didn't know this, so she taught you how to look at life in the way their parents taught them, so nobody is wrong. However, it is time for all the earth to wake up and to begin to consciously create some support up. You can do it, I can do it, we can all do it. You just need to learn how. So let's get it. I will talk about affirmation in general and specific how to make positive as financing also love life. Once you learn how to use information, then you can apply the principle in all situations. Some people say that informations they may say my property is growing and think, oh, this is stupid. I know it won't work. Which information will win out? The negative one because it's a part of long-standing habitual way of looking at life. Sometimes people will say their information one day and then complain the rest of the time it will take long time for to work it. Information will always be great feeling. Saying our information is only part of the process of what we do for the rest of the day and night is even more important. The secret to having the information work quickly and consistently to prepare the atmosphere for them to grow in information are like seeds planted in soil. Poor soil, poor growth, rich soil, abundant growth. The more you can choose to think thoughts that make you feel good so quickly. It's that simple. And it is durable. The way you choose to think right now is as such a choice. You may not realize it's because you have thought this way for so long, but it is really a choice now. Today, this moment, you can choose to change your thinking. It won't turn around overnight, but if you are consistent and daily make the choice, it's your life. I learned these secrets from Abraham. If you haven't experienced the teacher Abraham, call 830-755-2299 or log on to the app website www.abraham-hicks.com for information. I consider Abraham to be one of the best teachers on the planet today. I wake morning with blessing and gratitude for a wonderful life. I live and I make a choice to think happy thoughts no matter what others doing. But I am up to about 75. It has inside. God just seemed to flow into my everyday world. The only moment you ever live is is the only time you have any control over. If you don't to feel good in this moment, then you can recreate abundant and fun. How do you feel right now? Do you feel good? Do you feel bad? What is your current emotion? What is the gut feeling? Would you like to feel better than before feeling thought? If you feel bad in an grumpy, bitter, resentful, airy, fearful, guilty, depressed, jealous, critical, etc., then you have temporarily lost your connection to the flow of good experience that the universe had waiting for you. Don't waste your thoughts on blame, no person, blame, or think control over your feelings because they did not think in the mind. It's also why you really have no control over others because you cannot control their thoughts. No one can control. So you want to be aware of this perfect mind you have. You can take total control over your own thinking. It is everything. I have decided to choose to think thoughts of joy and appreciation, and you can. What kind of thoughts make you feel good? Thoughts of love, appreciation, gratitude, remembering joyful experiences, thinking of what have happened in the future. rejoicing that you are alive, blessable with love, and enjoy this moment, and looking forward to tomorrow, thinking this kind of thought is an act of loving yourself, and loving yourself creates miracle in your life. Doing affirmation is constantly choosing to think certain thought that we could. It is a focal point to begin changing the affirmative statements are going beyond the realities of the present into the creation of the future by the words you use in now. When you choose to say, I am very prosperous, you may have very little money in the bank at the moment. What you are doing is planting seeds for future prosperity. Each time you repeat it, affirming the seeds you have planted in the atmosphere of your mind. That's why you want it to be a happy atmosphere. Things grow much quicker and for it rich joy and important for you to always say I have or I am. If you say I'm going to or I will have, then it's out there in future. The universe takes it, your thoughts and words very little and give you what you say you want always. This is another reason to keep a happy mental atmosphere. It is easier to think in positive affirmation when you feel good. Think of this way everything counts. So don't waste your precious thought. Every positive thought brings good. Guess that out of how many times in your life has almost gotten last moment. If you could remember your mental atmosphere to time, again positive affirmation. If you say, I don't want to be sick anymore, this is not an affirmation for good health or you. I had the God that's delivering a wonderful new car. If you want a new car, then say something like this. All my need. Some people say life stuck with is a terrible affirmation. Can you imagine that experience that we no good can for me. And the more you talk about the problem, the more you assure is in place. Don't blame others for your problem. It's just another waste of time we are to us by the way we think. When you change your thinking process, then everything in your life will also change. It will be amazing and delighted to see how people places things and circumstances can change. Blame is that an unnecessary affirmation. Learn to turn your negative affirmation around into positive one. For instance, I hate my body become I love and appreciate my body. I never had money or money flows in my life in an abundant way. I'm tired of being sick or I allow my body to return to its natural environment. I'm too fast. I honor my body and take good care of its body. Love me. I radiate love and love fills my life. I'm not creative to add discovery talent. I did not have stuck a lousy cup. Wonderful new job are open for me. I'm not good enough. Or is a positive change. Fight it of every thought you think because horrified to realize how negative much of your thinking has been. This I no longer choose to think that way. Remember, you want to feel good as much as possible. Miserable, and that's habits you really want to release. Another barrier. Esteem. Then watch a positive affirmation material. Over. All is well. Everything is working out for my highest. I am safe. This simple affirmation will work miracle in your life. I would also like to suggest that this idea, when you're just getting started, their friends will say, and then you can experience. Go over this section several times until you really get its principle and share on the sections that may have the most meaning to the and practice affirmation and remember the first affirmation for you to you right now. I can do it. I can feel good about